Today, moments captured a second before disaster. This is Eternity Lab, the laboratory of eternally relevant content. Eternity Lab. You can lament as much as you want about what an unfortunate moment it was for the truck to suddenly lose part of its fastener, but at the same time, it's worth being glad. The motorcycle may be lost, but the life was saved. And again, a combination of lucky seconds is played out here for both drivers. They fit into their emergency trajectories just perfectly. A few more centimeters forward and the driver of the car would have been finished. He surely had time to go gray in those seconds. Once again, it comes down to centimeters. The truck caught only the very edge of the roof, and there you go, no roof, and not even the gas station anymore. And now look at the luckiest truck driver in the world. In the first shots, it's unclear why the bus bent so much. Only when the true problem is revealed does it become genuinely frightening to imagine the possible outcomes. Notice that at the exact second the wheel exploded, the mechanic stepped away. If you take responsibility for a situation, it is always better to signal others in advance to warn them about a possible accident. Some people get so carried away with the idea of letting go of the past that they even forget what is behind them. The situation is absurd. What was supposed to be effective help only made the problem worse. Apparently, the owner of the raspberry patch was destined to lose it. The main plus is that it was empty. Such maneuvers are possible only in computer games, or if someone lifted the front of the car. I don't know why the driver was so sure he would pull it off. Looks like he isn't used to driving with a trailer. Maybe he just stole it. We watch how skillfully the motorcyclist handles problems on the move without interrupting his ride. On a forest road, anything can happen. A wild animal can throw itself under your wheels when you least expect it. Let's just meditate and wait for what can no longer be changed. A greedy and persistent hoofed creature does not understand the words "enough, leave something for us too." If a deer runs into your premises, don't rush to be amused. It's hard for it to run on a slippery floor because there are no rubber pads on its hooves like on sneakers, so if it doesn't smash all your goods, it may very well rent a tractor. Since a lawnmower runs on gasoline, it is a vehicle of increased danger. These moments are called fate. Happy fate. This man also ended up in the most unsuitable spot on his property, and although the tree still fell on him, he got away with only a slight scare. Before collapsing, the ceiling gave alarming sound signals. Something was clearly cracking there. The glass itself came out to meet him before he had even started working. Nothing unusual. A child is playing in the room, watching cartoons. But now you will see how well the guardian angel works in this family. The aquarium was holding on by its last strength and burst in a truly polite way. Not everyone has such a good friend who will sense where he needs to be right now. And this video is a textbook of forbidden techniques in construction. Everything is played out like sheet music, but the ending is happy. The rescuer angel ran up at the last moment before the fall. Going down the stairs in high heels is risky in general. Not a prince will appear for you around every corner to catch you in his arms and save you. It's good that this happens. Probably they got married soon. A construction site is no place for the nearsighted and inattentive. From such workers, there are only losses. When on a construction site, something suddenly starts to pour or spill, expect the arrival of the main problem.
Estrada de barreiras. E no André Tatico aqui, ó. Morando lá, ó. Olha, ó. Foi embora.
Before our eyes, the road will become a river. A raging stream collapsed the soil and washed away the pipe that served as a bridge.
Estrada de barreiras interditada, com tempo determinado.
A crowd gathered to watch the impressive dismantling of the pipe. Good thing everything went smoothly and according to plan. At last we found where the entrance to the front is. But jokes aside, such a flame can burst outward quite high very quickly.
The heat coming off that is intense. Just waiting for that lid to just lift. I want to get the bloody hell out of the way.
When everyone knows what they are doing, a controlled demolition looks like this. Perfect. Watching explosions is a very captivating spectacle, and they even seem beautiful in the moment of irreversibility. This is where the god of destruction should feel triumph. Columns of dust rise like a forest, and here is the final chord. Now you know how such smoky rings appear. We cannot feel it, but looking at how the workers cover their ears, we understand that the blast wave creates discomfort. Perhaps this show is much more interesting than fireworks. The controlled demolition of a building with explosives folded it like a school notebook. It is not for nothing that the cars say explosive. Sometimes it really does happen. During this explosion at the plant, fortunately, no one was hurt. This picture looks like paradise, and a few seconds later, like hell.
Right.
It looks like we are witnessing a short circuit in the city, but it has been going on for quite a long time.
Like a welder.
A family was peacefully having dinner on the terrace when a powerful lightning strike hit them. Thanks to the security camera recording, we can see how it happened. I can imagine what the element of surprise felt like. It's good that the cyclists didn't have time to cross the section. After the collapse, the way back would have been cut off for them. In a few seconds, the terrain changed irrevocably. The undermined soil slid, the wall collapsed and made a huge mess. We watch how an implacable mountain collapses onto a city. Compare the moments when the landslide is still far away and you can film, and now when it is close, it is time to run. It would have been better to turn off the cameras, but at least this way we learned that the authors of the video managed to escape.
Yeah, look at it.
The one who screamed first understood that in a minute, an irreparable change of landscape would happen here, and that escape must begin right now, while the water freed from the banks had not yet covered them with a turbulent pothok, which inevitably happened. And here is another epic picture. The roof of this hotel, on which a swimming pool is located, begins to collapse during an earthquake. Although the tourists evacuated in time, now they will surely book rooms only on the lower floors. Doesn't it seem to you that the last path of this old tower resembles the fall of a bar stool? Watch how an old pagoda collapses in China. By a happy coincidence, there were no injured at the scene, only those who were watching. This video was filmed completely sluchajno. A building at the construction stage began to collapse during an earthquake, and the author of the footage was taking a huge risk, trying to pass the impressions on to us instead of saving his own life. When a glacier falls, part of an era goes with it. Watching this up close is both magnificent and dangerous. The fighter jet has already disappeared from sight, but we will feel the effect of its low pass only now. Even in the quietest neighborhood, unexpected things sometimes happen. During landing, something prevented the plane from leveling out immediately. Such moments are dangerous because of the possibility of a wing touching the ground, but thank God that did not happen. The cargo had to be carefully picked up from a Smoltony platform. The pilot manages it, but along the way something goes wrong. Good thing nothing fell on someone's head.
Good thing.
This incident with a helicopter crash can be justified only by the fact that the pilot remained alive and managed to leave the cockpit. High shelves, heavy loads. It is quite possible that such mishaps often happen in warehouses. By the time the crane began to fall, the area around it had already been cleared of personnel and equipment, and only for that reason no one was injured. Don't worry about the workers, they managed to run away from the scene in time, but now we know, if a crane starts to fall, it will fold completely. Everything that is suspended can fall or outweigh what it was suspended from. This has already become a genre classic. A power transmission tower is falling, and the main task of the workers is not to estimate the distance, but to get away as fast as possible. By some miracle, the excavator did not fly into the abyss after its too heavy load. It looks like a baby whose head always outweighs the body. Didn't the driver feel the imbalance? Surely he experienced mixed feelings while his excavator was bouncing by inertia, trying to find balance on a narrow road. Can you notice the moment he made the wrong movement? Honestly, I don't see anything strange. So why did he fall out? Got lost in thought? Another classic situation, when no one evaluates the height of their vessel before passing under a bridge, so the bridge has to measure it. This is how the apocalypse begins, when even drinking coffee on a terrace becomes impossible. While you enjoy a snack in the sunshine, a predator watches you from above and does not miss the chance to take its portion. This couple fell into a trap when the elevator suddenly broke and started to collapse, but the team arrived quickly and the rебята were freed in time. Being together in such a situation is still better than being alone, isn't it? Perhaps this is the worst nightmare in real life, when you step out of your house on a clear day and immediately end up in a horror movie. Which video seemed the most interesting to you, or maybe became your plot of the day? Write to us about it in the comments. You are with the Eternity Lab channel, a laboratory of eternally relevant content. Thank you for watching this video. Also, watch our previous episodes.